Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. Today kicks off this season's round 2, our academic challenge being played virtually due to the ongoing pandemic. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Joining us remotely, today's teams are the Titans of Trinity Episcopal School, coached by Pauline Croling. You'll find Trinity Episcopal School just south of the James River in the city of Richmond. It's a private liberal arts high school serving about 500 students and was Richmond's first international baccalaureate school. Also with us remotely today, the Knights of the Square Table of the Walk in Truth Home Educators of the Richmond area. A faith-based cooperative, the Walk in Truth Home Educators team is made up of homeschooled students from the Metro Richmond region. It's great to have all of these students joining us remotely today for round 2 of Battle. Now, because we can't all be together, here's how our game has changed. We will have toss-up rounds, but questions will be alternated between teams. A player wishing to answer must raise their hand and wait for me to call on them. There are no point deductions for incorrect answers. All right, teams, good luck. Let's begin our first toss-up round. The first question goes to the team from Trinity Episcopal. This organization was founded by Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1938. What disease was initially targeted by the March of Dimes Foundation? Cooper.
The polio.
That is correct, or infantile paralysis. Walk in Truth Home Educators, this Midwestern city is located at the confluence of the Raccoon River and the river with which it shares its name. Name this capital and largest city in Iowa. Evan.
Des Moines.
Des Moines is correct. Trinity. Pencil and paper may be needed for this. Isotope Z has a half-life of 1 day. Exactly 3 days ago, Julie had 1,000 moles of isotope Z. How many moles of the isotope does Julie have now? And the answer is 125 moles. Walk in Truth. In which book of the Bible would you find the following sentence? And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven. Evan.
Revelation.
That is correct. Trinity, the first underground railroad or subway system opened in 1863 in which world capital city? Cooper.
London.
London is correct. Walk in Truth. If a football team has a first down and the ball on the 50-yard line, how many yards is needed for another first down? Megan.
10.
10 is correct. Trinity. In the human body, the pituitary gland, the adrenal gland, and the pancreatic glands are all types of what system whose function is to secrete hormones in the blood? Cooper.
The secretary.
That would be the endocrine system. Walk in Truth. This 2-word term is the ancient Chinese art of arranging living and working spaces so they're in harmony with the universal life force. Name it. Megan.
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui is correct. Trinity. Please watch the screen and listen closely. Here is your Virginia-based video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch.
The Virginia Squires were one of only 2 Major League sports franchises in the Old Dominion. Featuring Julius Erving, what sport did the Squires play?
Bachelor.
Basketball.
Basketball is correct. The Virginia Squires were one of only 2 Major League sports franchises in the Old Dominion. Walk in Truth. Its dance episodes include Saturday Night Waltz and Buckaroo Holiday, but the most famous is Hoedown. What is this Aaron Copland ballet? And that would be Rodeo. Trinity. Of all the 13 original English colonies here in the New World, which was the only one established in the 18th century? Cooper.
Georgia.
Georgia is correct in 1788. Walk in Truth. Separated from Calabria by the Strait of Messina, it is the largest island in the Mediterranean. Name this Italian island the site of Mount Etna. Evan.
Sicily.
Sicily is correct. Trinity. Inside the human eye, there are two types of cells that react to light. One of these is rods. What is the other called? Bachelor.
Cone cells.
Cones is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round, and a great job by our team so far, but there are a lot more questions to come. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round as Battle of the Brains continues.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Trinity Episcopal School with 50 points. Walk in Truth Home Educators with 50 points. A tie match at this point, but a lot more questions to come. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. First, let's introduce today's players. Let's start with our team from Trinity Episcopal School. The Titans are coached by Pauline Crowling. First up is Leal El Ayubi, who is a senior. She enjoys running cross country, plays the viola, enjoys writing and speaking French, would like to have a career in the humanities. Next up is the team captain, Bachelor Bert, who is a senior. His hobbies include playing the drums and guitar, wants to work in the music field, including performing and production, likes spending time with friends and playing sports. Next up is Cooper Michalak, who is a junior. He enjoys tennis, soccer, and swimming, also skiing, Legos, and Paradox video games, hopes one day to earn an MBA. We wish you luck. And wrapping up our team from Trinity Episcopal School is Colin Edsel, who is a junior. He's interested in a career in information technology. In his free time, he plays basketball, soccer, and video games. That's our team from Trinity Episcopal School. Now, let's meet our team from Walk in Truth Home Educators. Their coach is Mandy Renfro and Cindy Beasley. They are the Knights of the Square Table. First up is Evan Beasley, who is a junior. He loves studying the history of the world, especially Rome, Britain, America, and the Middle East. Collects old books and likes watching Star Wars. Next up is our captain, Noah Renfro, who is a senior. He's taking dual enrollment courses at John Tyler Community College, is a passionate artist whose pieces have won several awards, loves art, and wants to pursue a degree in industrial design. Next up is Colin Erheim, who loves to sing, watch action adventure movies, plays the guitar and the piano, has a passion for helping children, works as a volunteer at Wings of Hope Ranch, which mission is bringing healing by pairing children facing challenges with rescue horses. And wrapping up our team is Megan Becker, who is a sophomore. She says her favorite subjects are Spanish and math. She has a dog named Mocha, and her hobbies include playing piano and soccer. Those are our Walk in Truth Home Educator team, the Knights of the Square Table. And now it's time for our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, we'll give them a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are N's in X, a D in math, and sports, numbers, and terms. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. Normally, by rules, the high-scoring team gets first choice of category. In the case of a tie, which we have today, the team that had the last correct answer will go first in the category round. That is our team from Trinity Episcopal School. So, Bachelor, open up your microphones, all of you, and quickly talk over the categories and let me know which one you'd like to play.
Sports numbers.
Sports numbers and terms.
Sports numbers and terms. Identify each of the following. Identify each of the following facts and figures used in sports. The offensive football player on the field who calls the plays.
The answer is the quarterback.
Correct. Ice hockey disc used for scoring goals.
The answer is the puck.
Correct. Player permitted to use their hands in soccer.
The answer is the goalie.
Correct. Part of a golf course from tee to green.
The answer is the fairway.
Correct. Term for the zero score in tennis.
The answer is love.
Love is correct. Score in a perfect game of bowling.
The answer is 300.
300 is correct. Baseball position between second and third base.
The answer is shortstop.
Correct. Games required to win a set in tennis.
The answer is 6.
That is correct. Term for downing all 10 pins with 2 balls in bowling.
The answer is a spare.
Correct. And a basketball term for passing the ball to a player who then scores.
The answer is assist.
That is correct, and that is a sweep of the category. All 10 questions correct. Congratulations. That earns you a 20-point bonus. All right, walk-in truth home educators. Ends in X or a D in math. Noah, quickly talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you would like to play.
We want to go ends in X.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. We will take ends in X for our category.
All right, identify these words, all which end in the letter X. The first is a tool for chopping wood.
Axe. Our answer is axe.
Correct. A small carnivore.
Fox.
Our answer is fox.
Correct. The lines of force of an electric or magnetic field.
Pass.
That would be flux. A rectangular array in mathematics.
Our answer is box.
That would be a matrix. A whirlpool or eddy.
Pass.
Vortex. Port City in the southwestern part of France.
Our answer is Bordeaux.
Bordeaux is correct. A brand of tissue.
Kleenex.
Our answer is Kleenex.
Kleenex is correct. Famous guitar player.
Our answer is Jimi Hendrix.
Correct. A famous riddle in Greek mythology.
Our answer is Sphinx.
Correct. And finally, the Dr. Seuss character who speaks for the trees.
The
Our answer is
Lorax.
Lorax.
Lorax is correct. And that is your category. Good job by both of our teams in the category round. Up next, we'll have another toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Stay right here.